Hi, I'm Michael Powers, founding partner of SunPower by Stellar Solar, and I'd like to talk to you today about the solar tax credit, which is a federal income tax credit, if you're not familiar with that. It's been around since 2006. The main reason for putting that solar tax credit into play was to make the installation of solar a little less expensive and hopefully bring down the cost of solar through volume, which it actually has. It's been very successful. The solar tax credit was initially only for commercial properties, and then in 2008 it was extended to residential properties as well. Until this past year, it's been up to 30% tax credit, and what that means is that whatever you were to pay for the installation of your system, 30% of that amount could be subtracted from your income tax payment. So it's not a deduction, it's a tax credit. And so just to give you an example, last year, up to the end of 2019, on a $20,000 system, let's say, that would be a $6,000 tax credit, so $6,000 of income tax you wouldn't have to pay. Instead, you'd subtract it from your income tax because you've already paid it for your solar. And so your net cost of the solar would not be $20,000, it would be $14,000. So really pretty substantial savings. That is changing. Starting in 2020, the tax rate has gone down from 30% to 26%. And actually that extra 4% is not too big of a deal. Just to give you an example, that same $20,000 system, instead of getting a $6,000 tax credit, that would now be a $5,200 tax credit. So a little bit of a difference, $800 there that you could have had last year that you're not going to have this year. The good news is that as solar panel prices continue to go down, it actually is making up still for the difference in the tax credit. And so what we've seen over the lifetime of the tax credit is that slowly but surely the cost of the solar is going down. So if solar goes down by 5% this coming year, it'll more than make up for the 4%. And as you know, SunPower by Stellar Solar, we have the most competitive prices in town, and so we'll show you on the quote what that difference is. The main idea here is not to wait until because they're going to go down again in 2021 and 2022. Slowly but surely, the tax credit is going to be going away. So bottom line here, why buy now? There's really never been a better time to get solar than right now. And the reason is not so much what the solar costs, but what your electricity from San Diego Gas and Electric costs. Utility prices have always continued to go up over the years, and the solar prices have continued to go down. So the longer that you wait to go solar, the more money you're going to be paying out of your pocket, not for the solar, but for your utility power. And SDG&E is supposed to be charging 15% more by the end of this year, is what they're projecting. Meanwhile, we're talking about how the solar is going to pay for itself in somewhere between 5 and 6 years. Secondly, interest rates are at an all-time low. It's a great time to finance solar if you don't want to pay cash. You can get a home equity loan right now for about 3%, I think, and so that really helps finance the solar. If you pay cash, it's really going to be about a 5 or 6 year payback for about what you'll spend with the utility in the next 5 or 6 years. You could go solar and have free electricity for the rest of that time, 25, 30 years. The tax credit will keep going down slowly but surely. And last but not least, the first half of the year, calendar year, from January to June is always the best time to go solar, because in our business, as the air conditioning bills come in and people start looking at that, the second half of the year always gets much busier for us. And so we can give you an especially good deal in the first half of the year, and in the first quarter especially, sometime between January and March, April is the best time. Please give us a call and save on your solar tax credit, get the best deal we can give you, because there's never been a better time to go solar.